This is the Abraham and Sarah story from the Holy Bible. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Abram. He lived with his wife, who was called Sarai. These two had had a happy married life but had no children of their own. They wanted to have children, but for some reason, it had not been possible for those two. Then one night, God came to talk to Abram. That day God promised Abram that he and his wife would have children. One day for sure. Even if you two are old, you two will be blessed with children, I promise you. Upon seeing Abram's face, God was sure he had not understood what God meant. Image source at www.lbs.org. So, he said to Abraham, "Up in the night sky, do you see all those stars?" Abram nodded because he knew that the sky was full of innumerable stars. "That is how many children you and Sarai will have," God told him. Again God told him that they would become parents one day and that they will have a child. A few years later, when Abram was fit to be a grandfather, God visited him again. First God changed Abram's name to Abraham, father of many. God also changed Sarai's name to Sarah. Then he said to Abraham, "You will soon have a child, a boy." Abraham laughed hard and did not believe in what God had said. But he kept his faith all the same. Abraham had found it hard to believe because even Sarah had become too old to have children. One day, soon after God had told Abraham that he will soon have a child, 3 men came to visit Abraham and Sarah. That day Sarah could not answer the door, so Abraham welcomed them and asked them to sit. Then Abraham asked if he could get them something to eat. Visitors agreed to Abraham's offer. And so, Abraham brought the visitors some bread and milk. After having their meal, one of the visitors asked about Sarah. "She is in the other room," replied Abraham. Then, the visitors said the most shocking thing. "We will come visit you next year," one of them said. "You will have a son by then." After saying so, the 3 of them left. Sarah, who had been listening from behind the door, was overcome by immense joy. Later, when the 3 visitors had been long gone, Sarah and Abraham realized that the man who told them that they'd have a child was God himself. A year later, Abraham and Sarah welcomed a baby boy. He was named Isaac. He laughs. Abraham and Sarah remembered to thank God.